Hello, and thank you so much for joining me for Wlbt Plus. My name is Cara, Shirley, and I'm your digital news desk host. I've been out for a week on vacation. I'm so glad to be back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I see we got Nicole Green on our Facebook stream right now saying good afternoon, and good afternoon to you as well, Nicole. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. It has been a great week of weather. I think we've got some more great temperatures, even better temperatures than last week coming up this week. We're going to look quickly at your forecast in just a little bit, but at 2:30 today, our First Alert Weather team will be in here to give you a full look at your forecast, so you want to make sure that you are tuning in then. We're going to go ahead and jump into the news today. Oh, Angela Norwood saying hello. Hello to you, Angela. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. If you're watching from Jackson, or if you're in Brandon, Flowood, any of the other surrounding communities, or just from wherever you're tuning in from, let me know. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the stories today, into the news. Excuse me. One thing that happened over the weekend here in Jackson was a employee at McDonald's here in Jackson was actually stabbed. And we have the name of the woman who is accused of stabbing and killing this employee. So let me show you her right here. This is her. She's 22-year-old Destiny Gibson, and she is accused of stabbing and killing a male employee. And that's according to the Jackson Police Department. It happened yesterday afternoon at the McDonald's on Northside Drive. JPD says that Gibson was arrested, but as of right now, it's unclear of whether or not she did work at the McDonald's. We are trying to find out, the police are trying to find out what led to the killing. The victim's name has not yet been released, but as soon as that information is given to us, we will pass it along to you. Looking back here at our stream, we got Danielle is tuning in from Jackson. Hello, Danielle. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Well, now let's talk about a incident that happened on Redwood Avenue. And we are getting some more developing news out of this. So police are telling us that a woman was taken to the hospital Saturday night after she was shot. The shooting happened at Redwood Avenue. We don't currently have any word on her condition. We have reached out to JPD for information, and the shooting does remain under investigation. As we say with any stories that we bring you from any crimes that have not yet been solved, if you have any information, please reach out to the proper authorities and pass it along to them so that we can get the ones that are responsible for this crime, get them in custody. Danielle here saying, missed you. Thank you so much, Danielle. I appreciate that. I missed being here. I'm glad to be back to work. Glad to be back here with you guys. Now we're going to go to a situation that happened over in Byram. Byram police are asking for your help in finding a murder suspect. So the Byram Police Chief David Arrington says that this man here on your screen, 26-year-old Gary Leonard Henderson, was unfortunately found deceased in his apartment late last Friday night. He was shot multiple times, and this happened at the Reserve of Byram Apartments on Byram Drive. So if you have any information regarding this, please contact the Byram Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Their phone number, I don't have their phone number here for you. I apologize. But if you have any information, please pass it along to them, especially if it's something that could lead to their arrest and find the killer of Gary Henderson. This is the victim again here on your screen. Our thoughts and our prayers do go out to the family of Mr. Henderson, and we hope that they are able to find the person who did this quickly. Now coming back here to Jackson. Actually, let me see here. Sandra Cagle. Hi. Hey, Sandra. How are you? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for tuning in. Are you at work today or are you at home today? I know you normally tune in from St. Dominic's, but thank you so much for watching. So now we've got a new candidate that is running for mayor of Jackson. His name is Ali Shamsuddin. And if I'm saying that last name wrong, I do apologize. But he is an attorney here in Jackson, and he has announced his candidacy for mayor. So he's been in Jackson Public Service for several years, serving as municipal court judge for about 15 years. In a press conference on Saturday, he says that if he is elected, he would first prioritize public safety, better schools, creating more jobs, and rebuilding the city's infrastructure. So now that we have him, we have Ali Shamsuddin, we have the current mayor, Mayor Lumumba, and then we have the other Mississippi State Senator that announced his candidacy running for the mayor. So I'm wondering who else is going to be up next. It should be a pretty interesting election season here next year, as well as this year, but next year as well. And that's when the next mayor election will be for Jackson. Angela, I see. Thank you so much for that information. Unfortunately, I can't put it out there until we get it confirmed by officials, but I do thank you for that. Sandra says she is working. It has been rough. I imagine it has. Thank you, Sandra, for commenting. Now let's talk about some construction that's happening here in Jackson on I-55. We're going to give you the first alert of this major construction is set to take place on a heavily traveled part of I-55 in Jackson, and it could unfortunately impact your daily commute. So MDOT says that starting tomorrow night, Tuesday night, you're also going to see construction on the I-55 bridge in both directions over the Pearl River. Michael Flood with MDOT says that crews will be demolishing and replacing the existing bridge decks. The construction is expected to last for several months, so it might be something you want to make sure that you get yourself prepared for.
We're going to have 2 lanes closed in each direction. So what that means is 2 lanes are going to be open, and that's essentially cutting that whole stretch in half. And it is going to be kind of an extended lane closure. It'll go through the end of the year likely. So this is going to be in place.
Realize that the volume was a little low on that, so I'm going to restart it so you guys can watch it from the beginning with the volume up completely.
We're going to have 2 lanes closed in each direction. So what that means is 2 lanes are going to be open, and that's essentially cutting that whole stretch in half. And it is going to be kind of an extended lane closure. It'll go through the end of the year likely. So this is going to be in place for a while. We've got some proposed alternate routes on our website that we're asking the public to take, like I-220, 475, 468 to Highway 25 for local traffic to get around, that kind of thing.
So this is happening for a while here. MDOT is encouraging drivers to leave home early and take alternate routes. looks like by the time this is done, that leaving home earlier and taking alternate routes may seem more normal than your regular way. But just make sure you are aware of all that. You can download an app from the MDOT, and it will give you alerts on road closings, traffic delays, accidents, different things like that. So maybe download that app and so you can stay up to date on anything that's happening on the roadways. But of course, you can always tune into WLBT during our morning newscasts, actually all of our newscasts, as we give you first alert traffic updates. But this is starting tomorrow night on I-55 here in Jackson. So just be prepared to maybe take you a little bit longer to get to where you need to go. So before we go any further, we are going to take a quick second to hear from our sponsor of a WLBT Plus, that is Jackson Water. Here we go.
At Jackson Water, we are in the game and locked in on our goals. Every day, our dedicated teams are hard at work, ensuring that clean, reliable water flows to every home and business in Jackson. We are not just fixing pipes. We're investing in a brighter, more resilient future for our city. Jackson Water. Water for all the time.
And again, we want to thank Jackson Water for being a part of WLBT Plus and helping us bring you the digital news desk every day or every weekday at 1 o'clock. And then, of course, we have our weather shows that happen at 10 and 2:30. Plus, we're going to be able to bring you some more things here on our streaming channel in the future. So, but thank you to Jackson Water for being our sponsor. Now we're going to take a look at some stuff that has happened around Mississippi in different towns. We've got a academic counselor that has been indicted up in Oxford. So she is a former Ole Miss academic advisor, and she's now behind bars after being indicted for child enticement. So this is, let me get her picture up on so you can see it. This is her, and she is 36-year-old Lauren Kenna Moore. She was indicted by a grand jury on one count of enticement of a child Tuesday of last week. This happened in Union County, and this is according to Union County Sheriff Jimmy Edwards. The alleged crime happened between February and March of this year. Kenmore also taught at West Union Attendance Center and was fired following this arrest. News and Media Relations Jacob Batt confirmed that Ole Miss placed her on leave on Wednesday. That's all the information that we have on that right now. But as we get more, we'll pass it along to you. Then there was also a shooting that happened over in Meridian, but police are looking for the guy that is responsible for the shooting. He is a resident of Hattiesburg. He did shoot two people over in Meridian. So this happened on Sunday. Meridian Police Department responded to the shooting on Sunday afternoon. It was in the 2500 block of 36th Street where two people were shot. That's about a block or two away from where I used to live a while back when I lived in Meridian. So according to the MPD chief, Deborah Young, the incident occurred around 5:15. Both of the victims were transported to a local hospital, and then one of them was airlifted here to Jackson. MPD is calling that incident an isolated incident. Several local law enforcement agencies, including the Meridian Police Department SWAT team, were on the scene as they attempted to locate the suspect. So this is the suspect here. His name is David Alexander. He is 32 years old, 5 feet 7 inches. He weighs 180 pounds and has brown eyes. He's originally from Hattiesburg. Police say that all the people involved in the shooting knew each other. So there's no additional threat to the community. But if you do have any information about this suspect or his whereabouts, please contact local law enforcement. And this is, of course, an ongoing investigation. We'll bring you more information as we get it. Then if we look around Mississippi, going down to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, we had Cruising the Coast this weekend. And it's called America's Largest Block Party. I've spent several weekends at Cruising the Coast when my husband was into that stuff many years ago, but it has officially come to an end. It was over the weekend. The closing ceremony was held yesterday at Centennial Park with the final 2024 number of people being registered for this. 9,961 cruisers, 9,961 vehicles, almost 10,000 vehicles were there registered for Cruising the Coast. And of course, it would not be Cruising the Coast without a 2025 Cruising raffle car, which was a 72 Chevrolet Super Cheyenne.
It's been super. Not only did we have nice weather, but we had a great forecast that started last weekend at this time. And so with that kind of a forecast that we had, people didn't have any excuse not to be here. So we had a super turnout, registration-wise, spectator-wise. This great weather was just a real blessing for us.
So far, over 950 classic cars have already been registered for the 2025 Cruising the Coast. Maybe they'll get to over that 10,000 mark. Have you ever been to Cruising the Coast? Like I said, gone several times over several years. And it is a packed out place. You can hardly find a hotel room, find anywhere to stay. Roads are just full of people. I mean, Cruising the Coast is like nothing I've ever experienced here in Mississippi. It is so many people and so many cool vehicles. I remember one vehicle I saw one time. It's excessive, I know, or some people may find it excessive, but they had a TV screen in their headlights. So you go to the vehicle and you see their headlights, and there's like a little TV screen around in the middle. It was crazy. It was the craziest thing. But Cruising the Coast is a extremely fun thing to get to go see, to be a part of. And I'm glad they had a successful year, and I hope they have much more success next year. Coming, hey, my friend Janet, gone. Hello, Janet. She has gone to Cruising the Coast once and said it was very crowded. And yes, it is very crowded. Danielle says it's pretty cool, but overcrowded. Yes, it is. As a person who gets a little claustrophobic in large crowds, it was very, very crowded there. But it is a neat thing to be a part of and to get to see. Coming back here into Jackson, I have some announcements for you guys as far as Jackson Water and the shutoffs that could begin. So they are saying that these shutoffs should be starting very soon. Interim manager Ted Hennepin says they'll likely start with the larger balances first, and those disconnects will likely begin in the coming weeks. So there are about 11,000 people here in the Jackson area, Jackson households that have past due amounts. Hennepin says the best advice that he can give is to pay your bill if you have a behind bill and you can pay it. And if it's something that you can't pay, if the amount is too high, give them a call and try to set up a payment plan. That's going to be the best way to keep your water on. And I just hopefully this will be able to be something that doesn't affect too many people. I mean, I know they say there are 11,000 households with past due amounts, but call and set up that payment plan. Call them and try and work with them before you lose power or water. If you are one of the ones that is on the disconnect list or the past due list, give them a call. But those should be starting pretty soon. Danielle saying that her water bill is crazy over $1,000. I don't know how to get it paid. Wow, that is a lot. I hope, Danielle, that you're able to contact them and you're able to work something out with them. But I can see where that would be a stressful amount to try to come up with for sure. So today, Monday, is the last day of the fair. And unfortunately, I did not get to go to it at all. Probably not going to happen because I'm just tired from last week. But I'm saying I may try to make it out today, but it's probably not going to happen. But next year, I will definitely check out the state fair. But it has been a very exciting week and a half here with the Mississippi State Fair. And again, today is the last day of the fair. So since October 3rd, downtown Jackson has been packed with fair goers bringing in the fall season. Gates open today at 11. They'll close at 10, and rides opened up just a little bit ago, actually. So today is also a wristband day, which means that you can enjoy unlimited rides for $35. The fair is normally free on weekdays from 11 to 1. However, That's not going to be the case today. Admission is $10 all day long, but it's already after 1 o'clock. The free time has already passed. So if you want to go to the fair, it's going to be $10 to get in. And then you can get an armband and ride all you want to ride for $35. Again, today is the last day. So make sure you go check that out. And give you some information on something exciting that is happening again here in our area is the Magic of Lights at the Brandon Amphitheater. Little secret for you guys. It's actually not a secret. A lot of people know this about me, but me and my husband are crazy Christmas people. Christmas is our absolute favorite holiday, and it's not about the presents or anything like that. It's all about the decorations. We love the atmosphere and the feel and the mood and all of those things with Christmas. So the Magic of Lights at the Brandon Amphitheater is definitely something we will 100% be checking this out. So this event opens up November 22nd and it runs through January 5th. So this year, guests at the Magic of Lights can look forward to a magical new edition free Santa photos. Everybody loves Santa, right? So this is the third year for Magic of Lights, and other dazzling displays include the 32-foot tall animated Mattel's Waving Christmas Barbie. You gotta love Barbie and Santa together, right? A prehistoric Christmas scene with a life-size dinosaur celebrating the season, and the iconic Bigfoot monster truck. But you can go ahead and get those tickets for the Magic of Lights. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for it to happen. I can't wait to go check it out. Love Christmas. Absolutely love Christmas without a doubt. Before we go today, let's take a quick look at our forecast so you guys can get a little idea of what's happening. Let's take a look outside right now at our current temperatures. We're sitting in the beautiful mid 70s here in Jackson, 75, 78 over in McGee, and 77 over in Vicksburg. For the next few hours, well, actually, let's look at our radar right now. It's pretty clear. Actually, it's very clear, 100% clear. No rain in the forecast for today. If we look over the next 12 hours, you can see we're looking to have our temperatures drop down into the upper 50s overnight. It's just a beautiful day out there. And then the next 7 days, look at that, gorgeous. 69 on a Wednesday. No chances of rain in sight. Beautiful sunny days. Cooler temperatures at night, even dropping down to as low as 41 overnight Wednesday night. So great temperatures. It's a perfect week to go check out a pumpkin patch or a fall festival, anything like that. Get outside, enjoy this weather. But it's Mississippi, so we could have summer again next week. You never know what's going to happen. We could have summer Christmas week here, but while the temperatures are nice and cool, get out there and enjoy them. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine, get that vitamin D in, and just have fun out there. Well, that is going to be the end of WLBT Plus today. I will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and I should have a very special guest here with me. I will, of course, let you guys know about it before it happens. I'll schedule the live stream for you so you can make sure you register for it so you get reminded about it. But if you are tuning in on our social media channels, if you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, make sure that you like our page, you subscribe to it. And if you're on YouTube, you hit the little bell so that you can get notifications when we go live. Like I said, we're going to be starting to offer you guys so much more here on our streaming channels, and we want you to not miss a single bit of it. I'll be back tomorrow at 1. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you then. Bye.